Salutations and welcome. I am, as always, Dapper Demon, and it seems like I'm only compelled to make a video these days when I have a complaint. So, without further ado, here we are in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which I picked up because it was on sale. And the first thing I want to mention is that every time I start this game up, it has this optimizing game files thing, which it's kind of annoying that it does this every time. I've seen other games do this, but they only do it the first time. But more importantly, every time it does this, I have a power strip that has my computer and my monitors and also my lamp all plugged into the one power strip, and every time this thing pops up, my lamp flickers like in sync with the disc spinning on the screen, which is weird and scares me a little, and I'm not sure what would cause that. Just thought I'd mention that because it seems odd. Now this does play out for about a minute and a half here before it just abruptly cuts to the menu, which I've just gone ahead and skipped right through because I assume your time is more valuable than mine, so I figured I'd save you that few extra seconds. Now I will also mention the controls you're going to see on screen are PC controls because I had my one controller doing AFK stuff on the PlayStation. I do not recommend you use PC controls. The game actually also does not recommend you use PC controls. It does recommend you use a controller. I do kind of wish they had made the PC controls more intuitive than they are. There are a couple times where I had to like stop in the middle of a battle to look up which button was lock on, which is you have to click the scroll wheel. That's not intuitive at all. But I don't plan on using PC controls for my actual playthrough, so that's not really that big of a deal for me personally. I do also have to commend Electronic Arts for trying to take on the challenge of making a twinkish ginger man like a badass main character, which is impossible to do, but also giving him like gross beard stubble, which never looks good with ginger hair, ginger facial hair. If you have a beard and you're ginger, like you've got to go full Viking or nothing. This is just disgusting to look at.
On lockdown. State your business. Believe the rumors. A Jedi. We brought him in alive.
The Senator is expecting us.
You're clear to move along. We want to keep the Senator waiting. Yeah. We should die like the rest of your kind, traitor.
Now that's one thing I noticed. They keep calling me traitor or Cal Traitor. I don't remember the context for that. I consumed a lot of Star Wars content. I don't remember anything else where they specifically call Jedis traitors. I may be missing something there. I may be misremembering something. That just stood out as weird to me. Now onto the actual gameplay. If you played the first one, you know what you're in for. There's lightsaber combat, there's force moves. Doesn't make you feel like as powerful as, for example, the Force Unleashed does with their force moves, but they're still really fun to mess around with. There is a lot of what I'm going to refer to as Jedi parkour, which is just climbing around on ledges and grades and ropes and anything else that they can sort of Assassin's Creed their way into this game.
Catch up with the yacht.
Doc, where's the Senator? His yacht gone. See it? Negative.
Now, one thing I did appreciate is that through the course of the tutorial level, they do sort of reteach you how to use a lot of the abilities that you gained throughout the course of the first one, like the zipline ability. You don't have to regain that. That's just something you have, which I think
Jetpack's handy.
that popped up pretty early on in the first game, but not this early. Other things like the slicing ability, that's still in. The wall run is something that you would have unlocked over the course of the first one.
Every time I fell.
I think even just the force push and pull were things that you had to like relearn how to do. So it does show sort of the Cal has been at this for a few years now. He's been fighting the good fight, so to speak. I think there are even a couple of other like new abilities that you gain as you go through this tutorial. Here's the slice. That one was I think about midway through the first one that you gained the ability to do that. You also do have a friend throughout this tutorial, and he tell you how to tell him to do certain things. So he'll go get ropes for you. He'll shoot at people. He'll throw bombs sometimes if you tell him to attack someone. So that's cool, because that means like you're not limited to just lightsabers and force combat. You have other options. Now there were a few performance issues I'd noticed, and they're not as obvious in video as they were when playing. But if you'll see when I'm running back and forth here along the edge of that wall, you just see this stuff behind it sort of blink into existence. That kind of tearing, I guess is the best term for it, happens a lot in this, and I don't know if it's a side effect of the I don't remember what they call it, but that's that thing that everything has nowadays where it's got sort of AI upscaling. I don't know if it's a side effect of that or just the culling was not done correctly, but that does sort of break immersion while you're in mid-game, and the map is just sort of loading just after you should see it. There's a drop kick and a bomb, so that's some of the combat I was mentioning with your friends there.
Okay, you can fight.
Yeah, you too.
I don't speak binary, but I hear you, BD. Team effort.
Yeah? Says who?
Now, I don't want to drag this video on for too long, and I'm not that far into this game, and I don't want to spoil some things for people. But one other thing I did find kind of weird is that they did just squeeze in the entirety of the SpongeBob episode Reef Blowers, which is I think the second SpongeBob episode. It's only like 2.5 minutes long, so like it's nice that you could just fit that in there. But it did seem like a weird design choice. Now I was, again, it is 2.5 minutes long, so I'm just gonna let it play out. It was a little hard to watch the whole thing with this guy shoving me. While it's playing out, I do just want to apologize for the audio quality in this one. My microphone is a headset mic now. I don't actually have the microphone I used to use back when I did this stuff regularly. So there's a little bit of popping I've noticed while I'm editing this. Just want to let this play out, just so you can see that it is in fact the full episode. should be just about wrapping up here. And it is a classic episode, so I can see why they want to include it. It just doesn't seem... I mean, it raises some questions as to the continuity of Star Wars and the timeline, because this episode was released in what? I want to say around 2001, maybe 1999. So if this is supposed to be a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, just how long ago was? I guess 2001 was pretty long ago by now. Yep, back to the beginning of the episode there. And well, that's about all I have time for today. So thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.
The Senator's just making sure everything's all up.